All right, let's start helping you work on your credit score. So the first thing you want to do is obtain a copy of your credit profile, obtain a copy of your credit report. And one of the ways to be able to do that is you can sign up with the major credit bureaus themselves. They do have platform and you can access your credit profile, you can access your credit report there. You can sign up with Experian directly, and you can sign up with Equifax directly, and you can also sign up with TransUnion directly, and they'll have access to your credit profile and also access to your credit score, credit report, and your credit score right there also. And if you don't want to use those three credit bureaus platforms separately, you can use platforms such as myfico.com. That's one platform that you can definitely use. Another one that you can use is scoremaster.com. Another one you can use as well is creditheroscore.com. So these are all different platforms that if you sign up with an account with them, now you gotta remember these are all paid platforms. They'll have you sign up for a free trial for about 7 days also, and then after, and which is probably just gonna cost you only $1, and then after that they are going to start charging you the normal fee if you do not cancel before the 7 days is over. But the point is, you just want to sign up, obtain a copy of your credit report, and also obtain a copy of your credit score. And then what you want to start doing is just look at your score and just really see where your score is. If your score is great, fantastic, okay? But however, if your score is not where you want it to be, if your score is around, let's say 500, 600, if it's below 600, if it's below 500, trust me, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We all started at some point there because we just didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what having a credit score was all about. So not a problem. So basically what you want to do is if your credit score is not where you want it to be, you want to look and see what's really holding your credit score back. And of course, of all the 5 categories that I've mentioned before, the first one, of course, the one that dramatically impacts your score is payment history, where you want to take a look at it. See what is it that's holding my credit score back. Okay, so if I have less than perfect payment history, then if it's payment history, that's the first one we're going to talk about today. If it's payment history, then you want to go ahead and take a look at it and look at your payment history. What's the percentage? If your payment history is less than 100%, if it's 97%, 98%, then okay, what we want to do is look and see which accounts are affecting our payment history. Okay, look at all the accounts that you have on your credit profile, whether it's your mortgage, whether it's your car loan, whether it's your student loans, whether it's the credit cards that you currently have at the moment, just whatever it is, or some kind of personal loan that you have and you might have missed a payment or two. You just want to take a look and see what it is that's holding your credit score back. Okay, if it's payment history, okay, which one of these accounts did I miss a payment on, right? So once you do that, what you want to do is take those accounts that you do have late payments on, and then you want to do this. Now, once you've identified which account has a late payment on it, what you want to do, you can do one of 3 things. You can, one, write what's called a goodwill letter to the creditor, goodwill deletion letter, or a goodwill adjustment letter. And basically what that means is you're writing this creditor, explaining to them why it is that you were late. Explaining to them you might experience some hardship in your personal life, and creditors are very understanding that, hey, look, people, the whole nation was facing hard times, and a lot of people have fallen behind on their bills. And a goodwill letter can just help you be able to just kind of update your payment history on that one account. So that's one thing that you can do. All right. And the second thing that you can do, if indeed you were late and you know exactly, hey, look, the goodwill letter is not going to work. The second thing that you can do is you have a copy of your credit report. Just grab your credit report and just literally take that account and just start combing through everything. Okay. Just start checking for errors. You want to check for errors between all 3 credit bureaus with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. You want to check for errors if the open date is wrong across 3 credit bureaus. You want to go ahead and dispute that. If the amount that you pay monthly is wrong, you want to go ahead and dispute that. If the amount owed is wrong, you want to go ahead and dispute that. So basically what you want to do is just comb through that account and identify errors. And once you identify errors, what you want to do is go ahead and send in a dispute letter to the credit bureaus telling them that, hey, look, you've identified some errors and this account is inaccurately being reported, and you want that payment to be updated to current as opposed to having been late. Because the credit bureaus have to update your accounts accurately. Okay, they are mandated to make sure that they update your account accurately. It is a law. Okay, and it's also your right as well as a consumer. So if there's a mistake there, you identify a mistake, send them a letter and make sure they update the account accurately. Okay. And also another thing that you're doing as well is what you're doing is putting the burden of proof on them. They also have to prove to you that you were actually late on that account. And if they can't prove it to you, they have to update it. So that's one thing. That's the second thing you can do. The third thing that you can do is if you have multiple accounts with late payments and they're truly holding your credit score back, what you want to do, just following the same process, the dispute letter, identifying the errors, you can ask, on the second step, ask them to update that account. Or if you have multiple accounts and only a few payments have been updated and it's really truly holding your credit score back, what you want to do is just get that account deleted completely. All right, request for them to delete that account completely from off your credit score, because it is truly holding your credit score back, because your payment history is so shot, especially if you have a payment history of 80, especially a payment history of 90 or less. Then honestly, what I recommend is get that account deleted from your credit score. I mean, you're still going to owe on that car. Okay, you're still going to owe on that mortgage. You're still going to owe on that student loan. You're still liable to pay for it. But what you want to do is just get it deleted completely. You're still going to pay your normal monthly credit card bill, but you want that account completely deleted from your credit score. Okay, so those are 3 steps that you can take to improve your payment history. If your payment history is less than 90%, if it's less than 95%, so you can take those 3 steps right now and improve your payment history. So I'm also going to include, both of those letters. Goodwill deletion letter. I'm also going to, send you guys that letter. If you guys want that letter, feel free to just reach out to me and I'll just go ahead and email over to you. Or if you want the dispute letter on how to be able to just go ahead and dispute late payments, just reach out to me and I'll be able to just go ahead and send you that letter as well.